And race 204 is underway, the J16 second eights for the girls. And we have got 3 entries in this event: St Paul Girls, Wimbledon High and Surbiton High School. We've got times coming through at the moment. So St Paul's having a first 400 metres at 1:41, Wimbledon High at 1:26. Apologies. On the camera now, you can see them just in the distance as they've gone off the start. You can just about see that they are making their way down. I believe they're using lane 2 for the time trials and giving these crews the first opportunity for some of them to go down the Dorney course. Coaches will have talked them through how to approach this 2K race on the water, what to look for, how to approach it in terms of pushes and technique. But for some of them, this will be the first time that they have been on a 2-kilometre lake for over a year, if not ever for some of them. Surbiton High School off with their first split of 1:29. So as we come the first 500 metres, the running order is Wimbledon High as the fastest crew, Surbiton High School, and then St Paul's Girls. But that is all to play for in the time trial. So we can just see them in the distance here in the commentary tower, and they are looking like they've got some clean blade work as they come through the middle sections of the course. So this is a second 8 event, so we are looking at having really size squads for these 3 schools to have a second 8 for the girls program, and it's a huge accolade to these schools to be able to produce that many athletes. On our screens now, we can just see the blades of St Paul Girls. And it looks like there is overlap between these 2 crews. Now, they're set off with a time between them, a few seconds, but it's a huge mental motivation. If you can start to feel the crew next to you, you start to be able to push on for them. And these crews obviously have a cox as well, so they will be urging them on, using the other crews as benchmarkers to give them an idea of how much they are proceeding down the course and what distance they're gaining on another crew. And mentally, it looks like we almost got overlap here, and almost an overtake as well. So St Paul Girls are overtaking St Paul Girls have been overtaken by Wimbledon. And Wimbledon really having a very, very fast middle section of this race with the split of 3:27 as they came through the halfway mark. Having a very good row here as they've come down the course. They clearly wanted to go out and attack this time trial. And it's a very much a tactical thing with some crews that they want to preserve some energy, but these girls that we can see on the screen now, Wimbledon High, really have gone out and wanted to dominate the event from the beginning. They've got a split that is 7 seconds faster at the halfway mark than the next fastest crew of Surbiton. And as they've come through the 1400 mark, they are at 5 minutes 29 seconds. We'll look at whether they've been able to increase their lead over Surbiton and St Paul's as the other crews come past the same marker. But as you can see on your screens now, Wimbledon really have got incredibly smart, sharp and clean blade work, whereas the St Paul's girls just looking a little bit like they've started to try and make a push, but not necessarily all together, which is about getting it back as we come into the closing stages of this time trial. But Wimbledon High really have pressed out their lead. Wimbledon High really looking very clean here, and it's very exciting to see a second 8 rowing with this level of precision and accuracy, showing a depth of program and a depth of squad as well to be able to produce a second 8 of this caliber. And these crews really are now going to want to press home and just see what lead they can have over the others. With 3 crews, they are racing for the best lane in their final that they will be finishing at the end of today. These crews just coming past the commentary block, and you can see on your screens they are incredibly smart and together. The stroke girl, Eliza, is really pressing her crew on towards the finish. And as they come through, they're really looking as if they have put everything into this time trial, and it is showing on the times that they have been able to achieve. As they come into the closing finish line, they're still making sure that they are pressing out the finishes, and Eliza making sure that she charges her crew right to the end of the race. And as they come through the finish line, you can just see them looking incredibly pleased and relaxed at the performance they've just been able to put on. And we've got St. Paul girls coming up to the finish line now, followed by Surbiton. That was a final time for Wimbledon High of 7:27. St. Paul girls looking as if they are pressing forward to the finish. There, Cox at St. Paul's. Melina is going to want to encourage her crew to finish the race as strongly as possible. And St. Paul girls have come down off of their rate, closely followed by Surbiton. And the unofficial times for this are Wimbledon High of 7:27, Surbiton High School 7:38, and St. Paul's of 8:39. So it's an incredibly fast time there for Wimbledon High School, and I'm sure all of the crew and the support team back at the tent will be wanting to see just how excited they can be for the final later on. The next event that we have up is race 203, is race 205, and we will see them up at the start.